Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm excellent, thank you, Daniella. I'm really, really excited to have you on the Confidence Mastery podcast today. Thank you for joining us.
I was excited to get an email that was positive. And asked me to do something positive, to be honest. I was like, said to my son, yes, quick, we've got an email. Someone's asked us to do something positive for once.
Do people not ask you for positive stuff?
They do, but they just want all the back history, and I think people are so bored of hearing it. And I also find it a real shame because I think people find that's the only way they're going to get like their things seen. If they put something shocking about addiction or something in it, when actually people at home are actually searching a lot more about well-being and you know, and positivity. They've got enough going on in their life about somebody else's misery. They know what they want.
I suppose that's one of the things you are like really known for. Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me actually. It did for a while. When I was still had my ego was still really huge with stuff, and I used to think, oh, I don't want to be known for this. And now I've just got to the point where I think, you know, I'm very into the universe, and you know, it's a very similar journey. But I've got to the point, and I kept thinking, I was doing meditations, thinking about it, just asking what different things, and I thought, well, the answer's pretty much there. That side hasn't gone because I'm still getting requests. But this is the answer, isn't it? Really is you use your platform to spread a message. Yep. So that you're going to keep. So because I kept thinking, well, maybe I'm not meant to be doing this thing. I'm meant to be doing that. But then you marry it up. Yeah. And there it is. It's like, no, that's where you're meant to be.
I love that. Like asking the universe. I used to think this was an absolute load of nonsense.
I thought it was bonkers. But there's a load of people that were hippies out there, you know, daisy chains in their hair, walking around the beach at 3 a.m.
So what's this woo-woo shit?
Yeah, holding hands and skipping and stuff. But it's really, yeah, it is like that. But I don't live anything but that.
It's so powerful, isn't it? It gives you so much power and freedom.
But I find myself saying to people, like one of those anti-smokers that used to be a smoker. But I find myself going to people, don't say that, take that back. Because you're putting it out into the universe, if that's what they think you're going to have. I'm never going to get this deal's not coming, or that too. I think, don't say that. No. Don't speak it round me.
You get what you ask for, I think, and if you're more positive...
But you can't just keep asking. Sometimes you have to get out of your own way so they can gift it to you. Yeah. And you have to, and also, it's like being in recovery, so you can't keep it unless you give it away. So you can't just manifest for yourself. There's a massive one. So what? Why is it coming to me? Keep this in, please.
Go on, go back out. Lovely.
Manifesting, please leave, please leave. He's like, oh no, they're talking positive, I'm out of it. I'm a wasp, not a bee. So yeah, for me it was, I don't know, it's just, I can't think what I was saying, I was talking about.
The universe.
Recovery, the same thing. You can't keep it, you have to be of service. You can't keep it unless you give it away. So when you are manifesting, I had to learn that not to be all about yourself and manifest just for you, just to, you know, send manifestation for other people.
For other people.
Yeah, as well.
That's such a beautiful thing to do and to gift someone. And I've realised that more recently, in the more recent years as well, that the nicer I am to other people, the nicer things happen to me too.
Yeah, it's just your day's so much nicer. I think it changes your whole mindset. It really does. It is nicer things happen to you. But also, it's just like, I'm terrible at receiving presents. I hate opening presents in front of people. And I love to watch people open things I bought them, and I love to give to other people. So you have to give to people in a way of things. It's just sometimes it can be like a text. How's your day?
How's your day been?
Someone's going for a shitty 2 weeks. How's your day been? Had a good day today. But that's, you do that in recovery. So you have like your sponsor and stuff like that. Yeah. And you have to do a gratitude list every day. Well, really, basically, that just comes from the same thing as manifesting, living but people with spiritual life and the universe and stuff. And people go, oh, the universe is the secret. It's not just about the secret. It's about your personal connection. And I think people need to find the happy ground. Because even when I first got into recovery and they were saying higher power, your higher power could be this or it could be that, I was thinking, what do you mean?
How did you figure out what it was for you?
Because I'm, even with the kids, I'm having requested, I brought my kids up to be whatever you want to be, but be respectful. So if you want to read the Quran, you want to read the Bible, you want to go to Buddhism, look at every religion. Look at how people live, ask questions, find your happy medium, follow what you want to be. Whatever keeps you sane. And that's how I found the definition for me was like, I married it up by, well, that's how I brought the kids up. So for me, a higher power could be anything. So I've told them to look at any religion. Yeah. Higher power doesn't just have to be about God. No. So I thought, when I found out about the universe, they started saying about Mother Nature, you know, and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, there's a whole bigger being here. I was comfortable with that section. Yeah. Yes, I still believed in God. Yes, I still have other people believe in their religions. But that for me is more all-consuming. I find that a lot better.
It is though, isn't it? I've been doing some spiritual work because I get crazy ass dreams. It's almost like demons are trying to come in.
And it will be, yeah.
And like the more I look into it, the more I'm thinking there really is something to do with this. And is it God? Is it the universe? What's
Is it the programs you watch before you go to bed about how to get away with murder?
How to get away with murder,
same
yeah.
as me, the crime programs that I used to watch. But it is that. But I think, you know, it's for me. I can only speak on a personal one of the threefold illness of addiction. We've just got a drug addiction, isn't it, a disease, but it's a threefold illness. So you've got that sort of thing. So the actual thoughts and everything else is set up long before.
Yeah.
They've always got that hold on you. But the more you get well, and the more you do things, the less that takes backseat. So it will come into you in different ways. So you always have to be on top. The same as with the universe. You always have to be evolving with it. You can't just do that bit and you reach that level. It's not a game that you complete. You know, you can wait for the next one to come out.
You don't get to the end.
You don't complete it, but you always have to be self-evolving. But in doing that, it's just always about stripping back the layers. There's a lot of inner work and that stuff to do, but as and when you're ready. But anyone can start any day by just thinking, you know what, I'm just going to positively just put that out there.
What kinds of things do you do to get into that state?
It's about routine, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I sleep terribly overnight, really badly. I always think I'll get into bed and I'm absolutely shattered, but my mind will race. Yeah, and the worst thing I can have is a phone. Because I can then lose another 3 hours of my life on Instagram looking at people's lives I don't even know. Or following links, or like them shoes, I'll follow that. That's where my brain is. And that's why I have to now go to bed with like a meditation on every night. So I'll do like one of those apps that's got 28-day meditation challenge. So you go from like just calming your brain and how to get a sleep pattern. And then it'll be about learning about affirmations. So you go to sleep listening to that. And while you're sleeping it plays on or whatever it does, don't focus on sleep. And then it was just something else. And then from that leads into something else to something else. I just think all of that, it's like when you sit in treatment in a recovery centre. I can only liken it to what things I know. So people that sit there and, you know, 80% of the people that you're in there with have relapsed. You know, that's the statistic. Or sitting in a meeting, a lot of people in there will relapse. There's always a lot of clean times of relapse. So you sit in there, but they're talking to you day in, day out for 10 hours a day about recovery, this, and this. So when you do go out and relapse, you've really got this wealth of information
to help you come through.
Yeah, so I always think when I'm asleep overnight and I'm listening, so spiritually, even if I don't finish it, it's going in. It's going in. I can pick it up where I left it. Because I think, I didn't finish that last night. I'll go back to that. I'm interested.
Do you find that helps you the next day?
Helps me a lot, but it helps me also keep on track. Because otherwise, I'll just think, oh, I'm not live. I'll go and do something else. I'm like Dory. Oh, flashing lights. You know. So I go from one subject to another. It's terrible, the ADHD thing. But for me, just going to sleep listening to things like that, if it intrigues me, it lights me up and it's keeping me on the right path, that it can't be a bad thing. You know?
Keeping you on the path that you want to be on and helping you keep a routine that allows you to have the freedom to do what you want without
and
thinking...
also it helps me mentally because I sleep better.
Yeah.
But it might take me 3 months to get that sleep pattern I want it.
Yeah.
But it's about learning control with things and prioritising. Whereas I think, I'll watch that on tonight and then I'm up till 2 or the phone's and so on Instagram. If I do that, slowly my routine becomes, they say 28 days to make a habit, 28 days to break it. And that could be put in anything. Smoking, buying your nails, you know, bedtime. And I find when I have a good sleep pattern, I'm in a better space the next day anyway.
Sleep's so important, like for everyone.
Horrible, isn't it?
I battle with insomnia as well, and it's just absolutely horrendous. Like you can't function properly the next day. I can't train. Like
you can't train. You can't do something. You think, I'm too tired. I can't be too tired to eat or ate too much. Then that screws everything up.
Yeah.
It's just sleep is one of the worst things you can put your body through. You can't sleeping.
Yeah. And all this hustle,
it
shuts everything down, doesn't it? All this hustle and grind mentality, sleep when you're dead. Well, you'll be dead faster if you're not sleeping.
Exactly right. You do need to get your sleep, and it's like but then it is so all-consuming. If you don't sleep, you can't work things out, and then you think, I'll put it off, because you don't want to be seen as doing the wrong thing to yourself mentally. So you always have to, my ego is I always have to be right. So I have to get things right, and do it the right way, what I eat, what I do.
Yeah.
You know, and so some days I don't want to, and some days it's easy.
What kinds of things do you eat and nourish your body with? Is it?
I'm terrible for avocado. I love avocado.
Yes.
Bananas, avocado. And you know, where I used to go, just go to the cupboard and think, I'll have a little snack. I'll have 2 bags of Wotsits, or you know, a bag of Wotsits, a Cadbury's cream egg. You know,
My mum loves the cream egg.
This. I think I'll sit down and I'll just watch a bit of Loose Women. Now I think I'll have a banana sandwich or avocado toast. It's just about
Banana sandwich.
I love a banana sandwich.
Oh my god, that's brought my childhood back.
I love a banana sandwich with a crust cut off. Yeah, things like that. Right? But before, I mean, I remember we came back from America and was living in a barn conversion out in Essex. Obviously, quite all on one floor, that part. And I had to go past Kai's room to get to the fridge. And I was terrible for my sugar and stuff like that. And I used to read the door up and go to me, cakey price, used to call I was putting on so much weight. Stay out the fridge. Like 1 in the morning because you did the fridge go, and we trotted down the wooden floor. Cakey price, get out the fridge. don't moan someone when you can't get up and you've got a bad mood because you just sit there eating sugar. Because I used to be able to sit on the floor and just eat.
And eat just on the floor?
3 and 4 in the morning, I'll just sit there and go, I'll have a bit of that, put a bit of sour cream on with them Scotch eggs.
Wow.
3 in the morning and go back to sleep. And no, but that, because my sleep pattern was bad, my mental state wasn't right, and as well, I didn't have any routine. I had to get up and do them for school and everything, but I was so airy-fairy with like here, and everywhere, so easily led with things like one of the mums would go, oh, we're going so-and-so, stay at Freeport, or I'll go there with you. Doesn't matter that I've got a cleaner coming at 10, I thought, well, no, I'm going to do that. It's about discipline.
Yes. Yes.
It's discipline.
Like, I've just done a video on motivation is a lie.
Yeah.
Like, you can be motivated by watching something on Instagram, but if you don't take the action and you're disciplined to do it, you're not going to get the results that you want.
Well, you can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket.
No, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And moan at somebody else 2 doors down, that lady over there has anyway. 2 doors down has won the lottery. Well, why has it never happened to me? Because you don't pay the £2 to buy the ticket.
Yeah.
You've got to be in it, you know. It's like other people go, oh, that person. So I said, well, listen, I gathered that, you know, I used to look at things and think, people go, it's an easy for you to make money easy. Yes, I'm privileged in that sense. And I do have a platform to do things and stuff, but I used to sit there and think, well, how are they doing that? How do they look like that? You know, because they get up and they go to the gym every day. You get up, run the kids' school, come back, watch this morning with 2 bags of Wotsits. So, yeah, and that's why you don't have a body like that. You're walking around Freeport having a lunch, lunch until 2:30 in the afternoon.
What do you do now instead then?
Just all the same, but not the school run. No, I'm only joking. What I do now, I just different things. But I've come back to the UK. My dad's got dementia, so I've come back to do a bit of help with my dad and stuff. Because we promised him that only family would care for him. Ward nice place, great.
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He's got bad back. He's all right.
Are you close with him?
Yeah. We are quite close, all of us. So it has been lovely. It is lovely. So what I do now really is I'm waiting to move actually in the next couple of weeks into a little cottage, and I'm just going to join the local gym.
Yeah.
No flash gyms, but it's only the local one, the council one. They've done it all up in Loughton. It's really, really nice. It's got everything I need. It's got classes, yoga, different bits and pieces.
You like yoga, don't you?
I love yoga. Yeah. I love yoga. I like spinning in that as well.
Oh my God, when I did my PT training, I was like, the spinning for me was the worst one. Even though I like shouting at people.
It's not about shouting.
Well, for me, that's just felt like I was just shouting at people. I actually wanted to join the army when I was 16, but they wouldn't let women on the front line.
Oh really?
Back then, no. So I was like, I want a gun.
No, you just got 2 of them. Yeah. No, she's. I don't know. For me, it's just. I remember we were with his brother, and they come running in the bedroom from the side door at 5:45 in the morning. Disco music on, flashing lights, and that. And this one's going, come on, everyone, get ready. The bikes are in the garden. We've got to do a spinning class, a challenge. Well, Gemma Collins just went, wow, I'm not a team player. I was going, Gemma, you've got to get out of it. I'm not doing it. She was going, I was like, get on the bike. It was the funniest thing I've ever done. But I got on it. Within 40 minutes later, I felt brand new.
You felt amazing, yeah.
Doesn't matter, it was January, it's freezing out in the garden, so everyone's got their big glasses on and that. But you get into it. You just get into it.
That's how I feel. You get that endorphin rush and then you become almost addicted to that feeling. And that's what I say to people, like, if you don't want to exercise, think about how you're going to feel once you're finished. Like, you feel so good.
Later,
yeah.
When you're mentally, physically, everything changes. Like I said, 28 days to make something, 20 to break it. It just is getting up and going there, isn't it? But it's the same as what you just said. Your motivation is a lie. You've got to be willing. You've got to be disciplined, structure, all of them things. And you can have no money, but you can have structure. Because it all comes from the inside. It all starts in the mind.
I think a lot of people think they need money in order to have a successful routine where they feel good.
No.
What would you tell those people?
It's not really about having your nails done and eyebrow wax, is it? It's about, there's more to looking good and it kind of starts with feeling good.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's mentally, spiritually, then physically. And I think all of them things, what works for you. And I find, the kids have been great for me because they tell me, they're always telling me, watch this, do that, different things that are going on. They're so far advanced to me, I'm for 104, which I nearly am. But no, like, they'll say, put this on, listen to this overnight, listen to that link, or do this, and you're watching different things. And I think you learn so much from other people. And the way they do things. And that's the great thing about life these days, is we can, at the touch of our fingers, find out a wealth of information.
Yeah, there's so much knowledge out there. And like, the people you surround yourself with as well makes such a difference.
Huge, because your vibrations is everything. And I think, for me, I'm big. Like, what I do now is I love to. It doesn't matter where I am, even staying at my dad's in the care, like his care place. It's still in the middle of Waltham Abbey, so there's still quite a lot around there. Just get out and walk for 20 minutes, even if you're going to shop to back.
Yeah.
But don't walk on your phone. If anything, put music on. Music changes everything.
Oh yeah, that just the way.
I can either be a manic depressive or really a road rager, or it depends. It just changes your mood.
It does, and that's because of the vibrations in the music and the way that I was speaking with a DJ recently, and he said like that it really does. It can change a crowd, and it has the knock-on effect to the next person and the next person.
Yeah, it does. It can even change. You think about what you're listening to driving on a 3-hour trip. Yeah. If I'm listening to absolute bangers, I can drive faster and faster for a start. I can get road rage if I'm listening to rap music. It just, I know it sounds really, really like, as cheesy. It's not like that. It really is.
It is. It really is. And you know that. And I think anybody that says that it's not isn't listening to music properly.
Well, no, they're not at all. They're really not. And also, you need to be open-minded as well these days. I think you need to look at like other cultures, other things, different types of music, educate yourself, evolve. It's about evolving. You get a life to evolve. We evolve from animals to cavemen. We evolve. So for me, it's about getting out there, being in nature, just doing something, connecting, being spiritually fed.
I love that. It's feeding your soul. Like I realised for me just how much I needed to be by the sea for my mental health. Yeah. So I got stuck here for 11 months. Like after all, the world went batshit, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then when I got back
after restrictions to things in the world was here.
Fucking that's something else.
So you got stuck here.
I got stuck in York because the day they locked down Spain was the day I was due to fly back to Mallorca.
Oh no.
So I was like, do I go sit in my house for 2 weeks or stay here?
Thinking it's going to be 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I stayed here. Like I just missed my flight. I just was like, right, I'm not going to go. Went up to York and then they locked us down here.
Yeah.
So I was here 4 months. Went back to Mallorca. I was there 12 weeks, and then they introduced all sorts of ridiculous nonsense.
Oh, they have army and that go around people checking in your house.
And I was like, fuck this. I'm off to Barbados. And went
as
there,
you do.
as you do. And I saw other people posting about it. It was like this welcome stamp. So if you can work remotely. And I thought, none of you are going to do that. None of you. And I'm the only person I know that of my circle of people that saw it, that went and did it.
So what was it? Sorry.
So it's called a welcome stamp. So if you can work remotely, so you don't have to, because they're really strict on work visas.
Okay.
And like, if you're not Bayesian, you can't get a job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And like, they look after their own from that perspective.
Yeah,
like,
which is fair enough.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah. First showing country.
Yeah. So, but they had this so that they could obviously feed the economy from people.
Yeah, tourism and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, because tourism wasn't going on,
tourism
was it?
hugely for an island, but
yeah.
So if you had a work stamp, you've got to know there, rent a place, so you put it back
you're putting back into the economy. I thought, great.
That's amazing.
I love Barbados. Then we had another lockdown.
I'm glad they're in a couple of weeks time, actually.
It's a beautiful island for holiday. I ran my retreat there last year as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we're in Alfie Best's villa.
Oh, that's
Monkey
where I'm going to
Hill. Monkey Hill.
Yeah, so I'm going to start
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely, yeah.
How long ago for?
As long as I want, really. so I've known Alfie's, well, it's like family all my life, so.
Yeah.
Yes, I went to Alf. So for me, I just, you did a retreat at Alfie's?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was incredible.
So what was your retreat based on?
So we do health, wealth and happiness.
Yeah.
So we did yoga, hiking, getting out in nature, looking after your physical and mental health.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do in Florida, yeah.
Yeah, and then we did business as well, so masterminding for the next 12 months, putting a business plan together.
Did Alfie do that with you?
No, he wasn't actually there. We were just at his villa.
Yeah, because he does a lot of things like that. Yeah,
he's joined. He's done quite a few Zooms for us on other retreats as well. He's been on a podcast twice actually.
He's great.
Yeah, he's brilliant. And then happiness, like, because life's too short to be miserable.
Yeah, some people just don't know. I mean, I went for a long time. Oh, I had a smile on my face, but I didn't actually really know to be happy. And you can really see sometimes the difference. I look at some. I've got a reel on one of my Instas, and it's about when you see somebody smile, but they really are smiling, smiling from the inside out. And it's when was the last time you actually smiled like that and laughed like that? Yeah, like just a proper
belly laugh.
Wholesome. Yeah, but wholesome.
Yeah,
not just joking about something, watching something, thinking it's funny. Like just actually really being tickled by something. It's just funny.
Content with yourself.
Yeah. And I think, you would change so much, and what we see and what we hear, what we do and what we put into our brain, our body, like with food. Yeah. It's the same as what we're so governed by the box in the corner of our front room. On what people are posting and everything else. There's more to it that what actually makes you happy.
Yeah. I really realised that in the lockdown from those 5 o'clock bulletins. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I just got
the
to
whole
the
world
point.
Was waiting for that,
and I got to the point, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. And then once I turned that off, because I hadn't watched TV for years, I didn't watch the news. Then all of a sudden, I've just got all of this fear put into me. Yeah. And then I figured out what was really going on.
Yeah, of course, I'm sure you did, yeah. Feeling about you, yeah, I'm sure you did. But I think a lot of people just didn't. I think, wow, that woke me up as well. I look at other people. I've always known I've been a bit different to other people. It's a spiritual life path. Whatever number you're on,
Yeah, I'm a 7.
Oh, you're 7.
Yeah, I'm a 7. Life path 7.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? But you really see the difference in things. Like I look at the kids and I think, well, Kai's definitely on an 8 or 9. Jodie's probably on a 3. Because she's got a little bit, he's otherworldly, like he's more knowledgeable, and he gets frustrated with people that just don't help themselves.
I can understand that. Or people that say they want to help themselves and then use the same old excuses and behaviours that got them into the bad position in the first place.
Because they're not actually changing. Well, helping yourself's one thing. You need to do the work, fair enough. It's like going to do manual labour. That's great. But if your body can't maintain it, so you can want to help yourself, but it has to start here. Yeah. Changing the mindset is everything. It's so hard. It's the hardest thing to do.
It's so hard. Of anything.
It's like trying to break an addiction, but harder, I think.
Yeah. What keeps you going with, like, having changed your mindset?
Do you know what? If I'm honest, it's the one thing. It's why I'm going to go and do SAS who dares wins. The only thing that stands in my way is my mind. When I actually think about it, the only thing that does it for me is me tells me I can't. Yeah. Me, what keeps me going if that is me, because I don't want to fail. Yeah. You can do SAS dares wins? I was going to do it last year. I couldn't do it because of surgery. But yeah, I'm going to go and do that.
I'd love to do that.
Would you?
Yeah.
I was petrified.
Proper push yourself, like, out of the limit.
Yeah, but it's not even about the physical stuff.
But it's the mental side of it. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, you're in those kinds of situations where you're like, I have to keep going. Yeah,
but it's like, but my son said to me, how are you going to stand there with somebody this close to you shouting in your face and not saying, my son didn't speak like that and I gave birth to him. How are you going to do that? It's your favourite son. He said, because I'm just going to go to you, get out. You have to be quiet. And he said, you're not going to be able to do it. I said, no, I am. I'm 50 this year. I need to do something. I've done all the other physical things, dance and ices, and I've learned to do everything. I need to do this. I've done so much work on this. I need to evolve.
To prove to yourself, it is evolving. And it's expansion.
Yeah, it's huge.
The universe is expanding. Why can't we as humans just
it's huge. It's more than just jumping out of a plane, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you jumped out of a plane?
No, but I'm going to have to on this.
I've done 3 tandem skydives.
I just can't do it.
It is such an exhilarating feeling.
No, everything in my body says, don't go out. What are you doing? Step away, step back.
Honestly, once you've done it, you'll be like, I want to go again.
I should just book one, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. It's an incredible feeling. I can't even describe.
My mum's done 3 in 2 months.
In 2 months, wow.
In Portugal.
I wanted to get the licence to jump myself, and then the world went crazy, so that had to be put off.
No, there's a reason the universe said it's not for you to do then.
Yeah. But now I could do it.
But you haven't booked it yet, so
no, I haven't. No. I've got other things to be doing at the minute.
Exactly, so it's not
to focus on, like, skating.
Yeah. Like rollerblade, roller skating. I'm so going to buy a new pair of roller skates.
Yeah. Like, I was doing cardio.
So
I was
good.
on the Stairmaster and I was just like, I fucking hate cardio. I hate it. I
I
love
hate
to
it.
lift
I can't
weights.
breathe. My
No.
boobs used to be too big. Can't run. Don't like it. Don't want to run. Don't want to sweat like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather sweat doing pyramid and freaking sets of different things. You know,
Yeah.
for me, I can see it straight away. Running, I think, I don't even run to get a plane. Somewhere I really want to go, so I'm not going to run for the sake of it on a treadmill. Hell no.
It's just so
The treadmill
dull,
run is
isn't
so
it? Yeah.
boring.
So I thought, let me try something new. I'll learn a new hobby. Skates.
Oh, skates, yeah.
Yeah. So hard.
Skates is so good though.
So hard.
I'll send you a thing later. There's a guy in France on Instagram. He does them really long boards, but he does it. He puts music on, like Bruno Mars and stuff over the top of it, where he's weaving in and out of people. Things he can do on roller skates,
Yeah.
like not roller blades, but roller skates.
Skates, yeah.
60s, 70s, old style, like yours, roller boots. It's unbelievable.
Amazing. Amazing.
He's happy when you're watching him skating. That he's not doing it showing off tricks. It's not all about showing. It's just you can
Enjoying
see
it.
He's soulful. He's doing this thing. He's in the zone, man. It's just
Yeah.
doesn't matter what's going on around him for that. However long it is a day, he's in a good space.
I love that. That's how I feel in, like, when I'm lifting weights, not doing cardio.
Not when you're doing rollerblading yet, but you will.
I will eventually. I'll be doing tricks and
Yeah, if you're
spinning around
on
and
one
all
leg, you'll
sorts.
be like me on Dancing Lights. Yeah, but it is. Do you know what? It's not hurting anyone. It's environmentally friendly. It's just so important.
Yeah, and I can do it outside. That's
We
important
hope
to
we
me.
can't really do it inside that much. Around the house,
I
with
haven't
one
got,
leg on the
enough
house.
space for that. Or I
Yeah.
was thinking I could do it on my roof terrace, but I know what'll happen.
Straight over the top, you can't stop yet. The stop at the
Can't stop.
We go like that and then straight over the balcony. We're done. But no, do you know what, for me as well, it's like getting out. Sometimes every night when I don't sleep, especially when I lived abroad. Well, that's the beauty of having animals as well. I'm going to take the dog out for an hour.
Yeah.
Come back and I feel like I'm sort of ready to go to sleep, so I'm out. Just walking, you can hear all the things in the trees, like animals and stuff, or an owl, or just the peacefulness, the wind. Look at the stars, it's clear, and I think, yeah, I'm ready for bed.
That's a nice
And the
way
dog's
to,
been walked,
yeah.
you know, it's all
Yeah.
good. So things like that is just so nice. It is nice, but it's the same thing. It's about what do I need today?
Yeah.
Like, that's not working for me. Okay, so what tools have I got in my backpack? Tonight I can't get sleep with meditation. I am too hot. This is okay. So get out. Like you said, being by the ocean.
Yeah.
Get out in nature. Get
Yeah.
out. Go for a walk. You know, even if it's at 2 a.m, you can walk around the block if you've got a dog. Take them out. You know, fresh air. Everything else. Your mindset changes. Suddenly you're ready for bed.
It does. It's amazing. I watched Fantastic Fungi.
I've not seen it.
Fungi. You say it's fungi. I keep getting the
Fungi,
joke with
fungi.
my head mixed in my head. He's a fungi.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
And it blew my mind. Like, everything is connected. Like, on a microorganism level. Like, trees speak to
So
each other.
cool. Yeah, I
It
know, it's mad, isn't it?
absolutely blew my mind.
And if you listen to birds first thing in the morning, not just the morning chorus, but like, I stand at my dad's. There's this there's a rook. Rooks really fight each other, by the way. Like every time I walk down to the cart for my dad, there's at least 2 dead on the floor every couple of days where they've had a Barney, and it's like being at a South London wedding some days. You just hear them in the trees, like really going at each other. And the branches are going, they're out having a pair. They've got these really evil eyes. I've actually crossed the street when I see them. I know it sounds really ridiculous, but they remind me of something out of a horror film, the birds.
Yep.
And knowing they're violent, because there's 2 dead a week in that road. It's North quiet, both
Yeah.
deaths by rooks. But yeah, I listen to them, and you can actually hear them like talking to each other from one roof to the next, like talking to his wife or whatever, saying, you know, you can hear the little ones in the nest and stuff, and you can hear he'll say something, then she'll say something. But he's like on that roof over there, I don't know where they are, but I could hear the both. I said to my dad, listen to this. And you can hear their tone change. You know, like as if so there's nothing really to it. She's like, we'll go and find something. And he's like, there is nothing there. There's nothing out here. I've looked at it. Just go back out.
You're
there.
picturing what
hear
they're
it,
saying.
You can literally hear the, hi darling, first to the, I've had a look, there's no food for the kid. You know, that's what, if you listen to birds, like really, really quiet where you are.
Yeah.
You're lucky enough to live in their nature. And you've got a family, I don't know, starlings or this, that,
It's funny actually, like
listen to them.
where my mum is, it's honest, it's like an aviary.
Oh, really?
There are parakeets.
Where is she?
Brotherhive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's in I've never seen any parakeets.
It's I've got a bird's nest like above the bedroom. Parakeets, magpies. We've got ravens. Like it's honestly, it sounds like being in an aviary.
That's so nice.
It's phenomenal. Same in Mallorca though. I'm walking down the street. Remember Bobby called me and he was like, "Where are you?" I'm like, just walking down the street.
Oh, you hear the birds out, yeah. But it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
And that coupled with the ocean, walking along, is just.
Yeah, I'm in my element.
Last night I couldn't sleep. Bad sleep with my dad late because he was in a lot of pain. So it got to about 4 o'clock this morning, I finally got back to go to sleep. I've laid down on his sofa, and he's got the big open windows, so I opened all the windows and it was pouring the rain. And that noise as the rain's hitting the wall, like hitting the trees outside, just the leaves.
Yeah.
The leaves sweat, and I just thought I was asleep in seconds.
Wow.
So if you've got that natural meditation music right there, you don't need anything electrical, anything on. Listen.
Yeah, nature's just, it does it for you.
Yeah, and if you can't get out in nature, get one of those things that do like the white noise or the, whatever it is, I don't know what the class is. There's brown noise, white noise in there.
Yeah, there's different.
Get out there and get one of those little, or just do it on an Alexa or something.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you. Some people like the sound of like a washing machine. Me, I love the rain.
The rain and the sound of the ocean.
Yeah, that for me, it's water based. I'm very water based with my stuff. I really enjoy it.
That's very interesting how similar we are with all of these things.
You know what I think it is just, because I think it is like recovery.
Yeah.
It's just a similar thing you follow.
Yeah.
So you follow it, but it's just the same sort of subject. So how you treat people, what you do, what you know, it's about. So I started for mine with bad health. So I thought, right, okay, I need to recover from surgery. This is different things that are coming into surgery. I need to change. I think so I can be the fittest I can be to recover better.
Yeah.
And I started with just doing food. How I ate something.
Yeah.
Like going to Pret instead of running into Wimpy or McDonald's or going for a drive-through. You know, it's just completely different.
McDonald's for years.
You're not missing anything, especially not the queue at the drive-through. Fast food that's not fast. But you know, it is about that.
Yeah. What's next for you? Telling us about Florida earlier.
Yeah, I want to go to a retreat in Florida that I'm speaking to them about going to. And one of the courses that they do is 3 weeks long, but you come out of a qualification.
Yeah.
And it's like cognitive mind therapies, different things. You go hiking, a bit like your retreat, you go hiking, do things, being around like-minded people, basically to cut off from the world for 3 weeks. I've never done that other than being in treatment. So for me to go and do something like that that's just actually escalated really fast. What I'm going to get in 3 weeks is what I would be doing at home on my own, trying to learn something in 8 months, 9 months. You're getting that in 3 weeks, and the energy and the vibe of the people you're around, and just it changing my circles, changing people. What's important to me? I'm 50 this year, and I'm thinking, actually, what do I like?
Yeah. What do you like?
What do I want?
What do you want?
Yeah, exactly. What do I want to eat? I remember walking around M&S on a job once up in Manchester with my friend Frances. She's like, 15 minutes, she's like, I'm at the checkout, where the hell are you? I was like, I'm fruit and veg. She was like, still at the beginning. What are you doing? I went, come round. She come round, she said, you've got a pack of bananas, a peanut butter and a loaf of bread. What are you going? We're coming here to get our meals in for the week. What do you want? What do you like to eat? I was like, I actually don't know what I like.
Wow.
I've spent so long being a mum and everything else and just doing bits and pieces and familiarity and laziness.
Yeah.
But it's not because I didn't put myself first, because I've mostly always put myself first, selfishly. And my kids will definitely tell you that I do. It was actually, I didn't actually really know what I liked.
Yeah.
Because I was so lazy. And then I thought, I must have been really, so swear, really lazy with what I gave them to eat then, if I didn't really care.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it now? I just think, wow, I have to change my ways. I've got to look at myself a lot.
Yeah.
I've done that in so many different ways, but for me, I soon found out what I wanted to eat. So I thought, and another great thing about that was, I just buy 2 days worth of food. Whereas before, I would go and I'd buy everything. And I'm only there for 3 or 4 weeks. But I would have cans, tins of this, you know. Whereas if you eat every 2 days, I think, well, I fancy that tonight.
Yeah.
Got that for tomorrow night. It's done. And it's better because a lot of stuff is fresh produce. It's healthy, you know, you can't just buy for 2
Much better for you.
Much better.
Don't go to Iceland.
Yeah, that's not being funny, but it's fine if you've got people, you've got kids and stuff.
Yeah.
For me, I live on my own. I don't need to please anyone else.
No.
I don't need to do a £200 shop with a load of crap in it. Because I probably wouldn't eat the lot.
That's the other thing, it just goes to waste.
Yeah, it really does, but it's a bit like us. We go to waste. If we don't find out what you like and what you don't. Yeah, if you're not going to feed your brain, feed your soul.
So do you feel like you've found yourself?
I found that I'm well on the way to it, but I wouldn't say I found myself. I found where I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
And now I've just put the work in staying there to go up the ranks a little bit. But it's exciting. For me, it's an exciting time for what's going to happen next. And not in the way of a career or anything else, but like, yeah, it's a little bit magical, isn't it?
It is magical.
When you get into it.
Yeah. So once you've done this retreat, what do you foresee? Well,
I've got surgery bits and pieces going on, but I think I'm writing a book as well. I've got a few different things in the pipeline, but I just want to move forward into this sort of way, really.
Yeah.
And acting wise, I just really want to do theatre. I don't really want to do anything else.
I love theatre.
because that's what I came in as at the bottom. And all of this I've got from doing my inner child work, really, as well. It's going back to basics.
Did you find that difficult to do, to face your inner child?
I did most of it on my own, and then by Zoom with my therapist.
Yeah.
I did first few times because I was like, oh, I don't know how to do this. It sounds like I'm a freak doing this and saying this, that, and the other, and take your own 12-year-old you and this. I'm thinking, what is this they're peddling here? It's like, well, they're trying to get me to sit here and do this and look like an idiot. Ego based, what are they peddling here? I can't believe this. And then when I was in the right space for it, I did it. And it was really, really nice to do.
Yeah. Did it release stuff?
Loads of stuff. And, for me, many things. I think I own my part of it. If other people don't, I don't have to keep holding on to that. They're not my problem. I've dealt with my part of it. Yeah. I've made amends with different things. I'm just going to keep going forward. Because worrying about other people and not looking at myself is what got me in the states I've got in, I think. Yeah. As well. I'm hanging around with the wrong people.
It's just, that's everything, isn't it? And that for me was, I realised, like, quite a few people got arrested, and I thought, I can't.
No changes, Spain. Yeah.
I had to call like my friend's mum and tell her, and I thought, I can't have my mum be on the end of that phone.
Gosh, no.
And for me, like, it was that made me turn things around.
Yeah, there is. You put your feet in someone else's shoes, aren't you?
And going training as a PT was like the complete opposite
of what you were doing.
Yeah, and
whatever you was doing, we don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's that 24-hour lifestyle.
It is, but livable is that. It's been working in bars and doing things as well. It's all but it's people please also, and it's so draining.
Yeah, and then the people I was surrounded with, that's what they wanted to do. So I had to change my circle of people.
So with that, you change all your friends, you lose your friend base, and it's quite lonely sometimes.
It is really lonely.
But I think sorry, I've done it again. So it's a very lonely place. I had to change all that, but it's for the reason. And I think people need to start listening to this keep happening. Okay, so what is he trying to say to me? But as people go, this coincidence, I think there's not coincidence. There's a reason why we think it's knock-on effects, butterfly effects, stuff like that. And it's, if you don't read the signs, you're going to get off at the wrong junction. Yeah. Which I've done many times, and now I think, okay, that means for that. Like for me, using my platform of having a voice to reach a lot of people, I think that's probably my purpose more so than being on an Eastenders or something like that. It's given me that, propelled me to that, to be able to use. We all have different jobs to do. To be able to say to people, I can help with that, I can help with that.
And with your experience and the things that you've gone through, you're in a good position to be able to say...
Yeah. Well, I can, but I can reach a lot of people publicly for it. Yeah. I can help a lot of other people. And you know what, that's, like you said earlier, how you treat people, the way you do much more kindness goes back to you. Yeah. And then you get a kick out of it. It's always like, wow, seeing that person change is a big deal. But seeing me change is a big deal. Yeah. So it's not just worrying about other people, you're also getting some self-gratification as well. You've got to be selfish. I do believe that. Yeah, you have to be. No one's going to look after you unless you are looking after you. Yeah. And you have to be that positive change role model. Yeah, but you've got to find that fine line of being that and being everybody's 24-hour call person. Yeah. For every problem they've got. Yeah. And just knowing, like, I'm like, no, it's 12 o'clock at night, go away. The power of those two letters, that one word, no. The power behind no is everything. It gives you your life back. Yeah. You know, so obviously you've struggled with lots of things. Life, yeah. Well, haven't we all? But, like, to people watching this or listening, what advice would you give them if they feel like they're going to go off on the wrong junction? Just pull it back. Yeah. Pull it back, you know what I mean? Reverse it up and go the other way. Just keep going in the direction you want to be in. Nothing's going to happen overnight for you. But by doing other things and putting it off and partying, you're putting in that negative energies on. Yeah. And then you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, can't do it, I'm not capable. Yes, you are capable. Yes, you can do it. Listen to your intuition a little bit, I think. Stop putting yourself first. What does your intuition tell you most of the time now? Ring Kai. If in doubt, ring Kai. I'll just ring Kai for everything. Kai can do this. What does this mean? What do I do with that? And it's good sometimes. My intuition always says to me, run it by someone else if you're not sure. So you need to trust your intuition tells me I'm in the right place doing the right thing. Yeah. You know, even with just having bad surgery, which I won't go into, but a few months ago in May, it was like that was another reason we were saying this isn't right. They go down the path you want to go to. Stop with the plastic surgeons. You need to go and do this, and this. I'm getting better at reading the signs.
It takes a while to be able to do that.
It really does. It really, really does.
You've changed your state internally and the way that your brain functions by changing a lifestyle.
Yes. Yeah, it has the knock-on effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it also takes a lot of energy and time to do, but you're worth it.
I think that's a really important message, like knowing that you're worth it.
You are worth it.
What gives you the confidence to go, this is what I'm doing?
I like the way I feel.
Yeah.
It's not about policing other people or anything anymore. And I could be really cheesy and so I'm doing it for my kids. Selfishly, I like the way it makes me feel.
I love that.
And do you know what? I didn't like the way drugs made me feel, but I had to take them. So I know between the two now is, I like the way I feel. So I'm going to stick with this, please, because I spent a lot of money doing that. I didn't like the way I felt. So I'm not going to go back to that because this isn't working overnight. I like it.
Yeah.
It works for me. I'm putting in the footwork. It works for me.
It takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you have
it's nice.
to be willing to put the effort in.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I was listening to a book recently on overcoming emotional eating, and the way that it's a similar thing. It's an addiction, and it's something in your brain.
Yep.
And you go back to the thing, even though you know it doesn't make you feel good.
It's like going back to a domestic violent relationship, isn't it?
Yeah. But you still keep going, and you
really
need to break the cycle.
Yeah. And also, that's about, you said, even this on you, spirit on you. As I said before, you've got so many things just to do as checklists on a daily basis. You're never going to get them all right. Because you might get that one off pat, and then they'll come, the devil on your back or the monkey on your back will come in with a different route. It's very sly. So you have to constantly always be evolving.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it?
It's hard, but it's a buzz. I love it. I love it because I think, yeah, I've done that bit. And then when you actually hear yourself sometimes speak, and you're speaking it into existence without even having to think about doing it. I used to just write down, today be kind to others, today be kind to yourself. So now I don't have to write that, but it's writing other things because I'm doing that. It's not a habit form now.
Yeah. What's your like daily routine then?
I get up about 4 in the afternoon. No, I go to the gym. I eat loads of chocolate. No. What's my daily routine? First when I get up in the morning, first thing I don't do is touch my phone.
I stopped doing that too.
I go and make myself something to eat or breakfast or whatever. I'm going to sit outside if I'm at home, like abroad, or even here, but not my dad's. I can't. So I just move. I get up, don't do the phone. Get up, go to the bathroom. I make my bed.
Yes.
Always. I just do me. Go and sit outside for 10 minutes, just listen, just be quiet, just be still. And then okay, I'm going to go have a shower. When I've done all them things, then I'll do my gratitude list, then I'll go on the phone. Yeah.
Why is that?
Because if I don't, it breaks my routine.
Do you find that can be a distraction?
It is a distraction because my whole, like I said earlier, my whole plans can change if something better comes along. Yeah. I'm that dozy, that type of person, but I can't do it. I have to stay in my own lane. So all them things to do that means I have to have routines. Yeah. I remember people go, oh, she's ADHD, or she's OCD, or she's compulsive obsessive. Yeah, maybe I am.
So what? Why do you need a label?
But it doesn't have to be a label.
Why do they need to label?
I'm keeping that in back. If it doesn't matter what other people think. Yeah. What I need to know is you need to do this, 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 and this, or this is going to happen. So having a base of fear as well is good. Yeah. Because you think, oh, I don't want to go back to my old ways, come so far. Thinking it, but I just need that. I need stability. It's about stability and routine.
That's the thing that's helped me as well. Like knowing that that's the routine. I get up, I do this, I go to the gym.
Yeah.
And going and having a goal with a deadline.
I wouldn't go that far.
that for me helps so much. Like I'm on a cut at the moment. I'm 3 weeks in.
Yeah, amazing.
For my birthday, so I've got.
When's your birthday?
7th of October.
Oh yeah, good girl.
So like my goal is abs and skating and handstands for Vegas.
Yeah. Vegas, I love it.
Cool. It's my favourite place in the world.
We spent a lot of time in Vegas. I like Vegas.
I go with my dad.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, I get on really well with my dad.
Yeah, that's nice.
And my mum, she'll be listening to this too. We work together, so.
Yeah, it's a whole different dynamics. I think that's so nice.
Yeah.
When you can differentiate the two.
Yeah.
Because and as a parent, I'll tell you, it really is nice because it means the bits that I know I like that they're doing comes from me. The other bits come from the dad. So, it's nice to watch, isn't it? It's watch you change.
Yeah. And like for me with my dad as well, because obviously my mum's seen me work because we work together. He came over to Mallorca in March, And I had coaching calls and stuff and stuff going on, and he'd never heard me work. And like, at the end, he was like, wow. He's like, I'm really proud of you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That makes me well up, because I think that's so nice.
And it meant a lot to me, because even though he sees like my socials and he knows what I do, he hadn't really heard it, and like the things I talk about and the things I say, like the things I say. It's like, you really do know what you're talking about. Yeah, Dad, I'm not just blagging it.
You really actually know something there. That education was worth a penny. Yeah, she's actually doing it. It's not not a bluff. There's no con involved. She's actually doing it. Yeah.
So that was really nice. So I found
that's a great message to people, though.
Yeah.
I think, because it shows people, I just did it. And when your dad says, oh my God, you're actually doing something. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And when you're having a bad day and you think, I've not got anywhere in 3 months. No, you have, because you've got this far.
Yeah. That's a really, really important thing to remind people, actually. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you have still got this far.
Yeah, of course. And that's why I'm not good with goals. Because I can't have a goal. If I ever think about something and I've got a goal, I want it done within the month.
Right.
So I have to have like a 12-month plan, 9-month plan, 6-month plan, six weeks, 6 minutes, or whatever it may be. So I've got a bucket list, and we get to the end of the year, if we've still got 3 to tick off, that's all right, we'll roll them over. But we've got through loads of things.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very quick to go, oh, that's not working for me, oh, that's not good, that's not, poor me.
Yeah.
And that's why I say to people, don't tell them, she's speaking in
if you change that around, though, the positive message, it really does change your outlook on, okay, I haven't achieved that yet. Like, I put yet at the end of a sentence.
Yeah. Just put yet into it, or like, I'm slightly overrunning on my scheduling times here, but we're still going towards it. It has happened in 3 months. Yeah. So maybe I need 9 months to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. There's no such thing as it's not going to happen. You need a different time frame.
Exactly, because it's impossible to do in that time. So just running over by 2 months will be fine. But give yourself a break. Yeah. Sometimes we don't give ourselves a break.
Being kind to yourself.
Hard on yourself a lot, yeah.
What would you advise people to do if they're beating themselves up constantly? How do they start to be kinder to themselves?
I think step away for a minute from the situation. Yeah. Differentiate yourself in that, and look at it for what it is. Write down all the positives of what you have achieved in the last however many months it is, or whatever. And what you're worrying about today, write that down. Because I guarantee you can pick that book up in a year's time and be totally different for you. What you thought was going to be the end of everything now, actually next year, God, what was I so worried about?
It's crazy, isn't it? One of the things, like, is it gonna matter in 5 years? Probably not. Why do we spend so much time like worrying about it? And
because we like to sometimes, and really it does nothing for you mentally to do that. Worry about everything. So what's that? So I keep rubbing my eyes.
That's all right.
My eyelash in my head. Going,
do you need a mirror?
No. I'll just take them out. No. It's been so nice to speak to you, because I just think it's so nice to not sit here and just talk about positive things and how I've got to my positive place. Because sometimes you think to yourself, am I doing this right? So if you keep going, you are doing it right. It's just everybody's time frame is different. Yeah. Because whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. So, it's just, you've got to sometimes do it at your own pace. There's no deadline on it.
No, I like that a lot. And, reminding yourself as well, it's not a competition to get to your oneness before somebody else.
Yeah, but it kind of feels like that. I think if you're feeling that way, then stay off of social media, stay off of it, and just concentrate on the goal. Everyone's still going to be there when you pick it up in 2 weeks' time or 2 months' time.
It's so true.
But it's, you might not be there if you don't stop putting the work in. So I've got to go through the MPI. I'm rubbing it. But it's so true. Yeah.
What's next then?
Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing a book. I'm meant to be doing an SAS at some point. Few different bits and pieces, really. But yeah.
Do you think you'll go into, once you've got that qualification?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to have retreats, weekend retreats, and so not at one location, just different places. Yeah, really, and even for teens and that as well.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do for teens as well, because I think it'd be nice to. They need sometimes kids don't have anyone to talk to. I think to go there and find people that's positive, you're doing yoga, it's changing your mindset, it's holding less worry for you. So I think the kids want to be good, not kids, but like teenagers want to be good.
Get them before.
Yeah, before it gets too late. Yeah.
I was asked to write a chapter in a book called "Advice to Your Younger Self."
Yeah, that's hard chapters.
yeah, and there were 49 people that contributed to that book. And what would you write?
Oh, I don't know. Can't say it. What are you thinking of writing?
It's already been published. I can't remember what I wrote. It was a couple of years ago.
Again, haven't you, since?
Exactly.
I don't know what I'd write. God, I must think about that. Actually, I really don't know.
Because I think
Well,
I'd
I
like to
see that
think,
one coming.
No. Like for me, I think I'd tell myself now, do what you enjoy, not what other people expect you to do.
Very important. Very, 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 very important.
Because I mean, we put on this path. We go to school. We
go
to uni. You know, and I'm not meant for that. And I know that, and I know not everybody
you're more
is.
Spiritual than that. It's just like you're not meant to be a clone.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you have to fight the system and do all of these other things, or find the confidence to stand up and speak out.
Yeah, what it does is diminishes you sometimes. So, good on you.
Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah, I will come back to you for that.
Yeah, make sure you do. I will be telling you. And I do expect to see you at the retreat. Come to Florida with me.
I will do.
Nice.
I will. We'll go together.
Yeah, it'd be really nice. It'd be a nice place to go. Shutting off with the world for 3 weeks.
I can't imagine anything more beautiful.
Yeah, lovely.
Like no social media for a while.
No, even just cutting off for a few weeks and just doing that.
Yeah, and really reconnecting with yourself and
self-absorbing and just learning. And it's so important. You have to protect yourself at all times.
100%. What's the biggest thing for you for self-protection right now?
Being conscious, being present for me, because if my mind, I need to be present in the moment of like just take it a minute at a time. Yeah. Sometimes second by second, day by day. I have to take it a minute at a time because otherwise I get off track. And I think, oh no, you've just ruined the day now. Yeah. Because you did have all the power, you just give it away. So no, that's what's next to me. I just think that's how I protect myself. It's in the mind.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's a really beautiful way to leave people. Leave them wanting a bit more as well. You'll have to tell us when the book's out.
I'll definitely come back and see you.
Yeah, amazing. What if you could leave people with one tip to be more confident in themselves? What would it be?
Other people's opinions don't pay your bills, so their negativities they put on you that make you feel insecure and different things about yourself. Don't listen to it. If you're happy with it, you're happy. Yeah. Just stay humble and just listen to your own self. Yeah, your own self is a powerful thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Angel. Oh, I really see you. You too. Really I've really enjoyed this conversation. I hope you have too. Yeah, it's been lovely. It's been such a nice afternoon. Really nice. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good luck with everything. Thank you.